Today we'll start with Unit 4, Factors and Multiples. In this chapter, we'll be learning what are factors and multiples, how to identify the factors and multiples, and how to represent the given numbers in factors. So to study what are factors, let us consider example 1. So in this example, they have given us about a game called Grouping Together, where we have 12 students. Okay, what we have to do is, when the number is announced, the students must arrange themselves in the groups of announced numbers. So if I call 6, then that means the students must make a group with 6 members in it. And if any of the student is remaining who is not added in the group, then that student will be considered as out. So let us start playing the game. For the game, I have made a chart. So in the first column, we have number announced. That is, we have to tell how many members are there in the group. So if I call 1, then that means one member, the group will be made up of only one member. Okay. If I call number 2, that means the group will be made up of only 2 members. Similarly, this is the groups formed. And the next is number of groups. How many number of groups can be made with the announced members. And last will be the number of members left out. That is how many members are not included in the announced groups. That will be written over here. Okay. So let us start making the groups. First one is the group, the number announced will be 1. That is, in one group there will be only one person. So how many such groups can be made? Let us start making them into groups. So 1 group, 2 group, 3 group, 4 group, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. In total 12 groups are made. So how many number of groups did we make? We made 12 groups out of 12 people with one person in a group. So is there any person left out? No. So we will write 0. Okay. If we are making a group of one person, then we can make 12 groups. So the number of groups is 12 and members left out is 0. There is no person who is not there in a group of 1. Okay. So we'll move on to the next one. That is, number announced will be 2. That is, in one group there must be 2 people. Okay. So how many groups can be made? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 peoples. So we'll make them into groups. So this is one group. This is 2 group. This will be the third group. 3, fourth, 4, 5 and 6. So in total we can make 6 groups with 2 peoples in it. Okay, if we are considering 12 persons, 12 students, then we can make 6 groups with 2 people in it. So is there any person left out? Is there any student left out from the group? No. So the members left out will be 0. Next one, going to the third, now we'll consider the number of members to be 3. Okay, so in total how many students we have? We have 12 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we'll make them into the groups of 3. So 1 group, 2 group, 3 group, 4th group. So in total how many groups we have made? 4 groups. Is there any person left out? No. So number of students left out is 0. Next we'll consider 4 members in a group. In one group there will be 4 members. So if we are considering 4 members, then 1, 2, 3, 4. One group is done. Okay. Second group with 4 members and third group with 4 members. See, in total we have 12 students. We have to make these 12 students stand in a group of 4. So how many groups can be made? 3 groups can be made. So 3. How many number of students are left out? 0. Moving on to number of members in a group 5. Now, how many members should be there in one group? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is one group. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second group. Okay, in total how many students we have? We have 12 students. So these two students are not in a group of 5. Okay, we can't put these two students in the group of 5. Okay, because they are extra students. So we can make two groups with 5 students and 2 students are left out. Let us go on checking all the other number of members. Okay, next is 6. So if we are considering 6 members in a group, we can make 2 groups. There are no students left out, so we'll write 2 groups and 0 students left out. Next is 7. See here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we can make a group of 7, only one group of 7 students. Then how many members are left out? 1 2 3 4 5. 5 students are left out and we can only make one group. Okay, then next 8. We can make one group with 8 members and 4 students are left out. So 4 students are left out, one group can be made. Then if the number is 9, then we can make one group with 9 students and 3 students are left out. One group, 3 students. Next, if the number announced is 10, then we can make one group with 10 members and 2 students are left out. Then is 11. So we can make one group with 11 students and one student will be left out. So one group and one student is left out. If the number is 12, we can make one group with all the 12 students and no one is left out. So 0. Considering this table, we have to write how many groups or in what number announced where no people left out. That is, the number announced where no group member was left out. That means the members left out will be 0. So we have to write in what number announced the members left out is 0. For that, let us consider the table. So if the number announced is 1, members left out is 0. So let us write it down. In 1, then in 2, in 3, members left out is 0. In 4 also the members left out is 0. But in 5 there are 2 members left out, so we can't write it. In 6 the members left out is 0, so we'll write 6 as well. In 7 5 members are left out. In 8 4 members are left out. In 9 3. In 10 2. In 11 1. So these we can't write. We can write only 12 here. So in 12 0 members were left out. Okay, then we'll write in what groups the number announced had members left out. That is, some members were left out in which groups. We have to write it. So here we can see in group number 5, if we are considering 5 members, then 2 were left out. If we are considering 7 members, then 5 were left out. So we'll write the number 7. Then group 8 where 4 members will be left out. Then group 9 where 3 members will be left out. Group 10 and group 11. So now we have categorized the given table into 2. That is, the group where no members were left out and the group where members were left out. So these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12 in which no numbers were left out are called as the factors of 12. Okay, these numbers are called as factors of 12. That is, when you divide 12 by these numbers, the remainder you get will be 0. Okay, but these numbers are not the factors of 12. You can't divide it by 12 and get remainder 0. Correct? No? When you divide it by 12, you will get some remainder. The remainder will not be 0. So that's why these numbers are not the factors of 12. Okay, so these numbers are called the factors of 12, which can be divisible by 12, which are divisible by 12, and these numbers which are not completely divisible by 12 are called as the non-factors. So these are the factors of 12. So now let us write these numbers as the multiples of their groups so that we will get 12. That is, see there in the first group, 1 into 12 will be 12. Okay, the next is 2 into 6 2 into 6 will be how much? 12. Then 3 into 4. 3 into 4 is 12. Then 4 into 3 is 12. Then 6 into 2 is 12. See, we can't write 5 because there are 2 peoples left out. We can write 6 because there are 0 members left out. So 6 into 2 will be 12. Then in the end we have 12. 12 into 1 will be 12. So these numbers are the factors of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12 are the factors of 12. And the number 12 is called as the multiple. So these are the factors and 12 will be the multiple. We'll consider some other example, that is 3 into 8. How much is 3 8s are? 3 8s are 24. Now these 3 and 8 are called as the factors of 24. Okay, 3 and 8 are the factors of 24 and 24 will be the multiple. Similarly here also 12 and 1 are the factors and 12 will be the multiple. 6 and 2 are the factors, 12 will be the multiple. Now if we are considering some other number, 4 into 7. Okay, 4 7s are 28. Okay, so these 4 and 7 are the factors of 28 and 28 is the multiple.